Good evening, everyone. Welcome to one more book launch event. I hope you everybody liking our back-to-back book launch events. Please let us know in comment section. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we are going to talk about the book name is Democracy 2.0N. The author of this book is Perumal. Introducing Perumal is a visionary voice with the mission of respacing the navigating of Indian democracy. So, while India is proudly holding the distance of being world's largest democracy, its a democratic system has not been without significant challenges and shortcomings. Things issues have been contributed to a sense of among its citizens. In throughout providing book title Democracy 2.0, the author develops deep into the mistakes and shortcomings of Indian democracy, offering practically influence solution reclaiming them. Okay, so now let's welcome Mr. Perumal. So he will let us know everything about the book. Let's welcome him. Hi, sir. How are
Hello.
you?
Oh, fine, Sukhpreet. How are you
That's
today?
great. I'm good, sir. Thank you for asking. Good to hear that. So, first of all, congratulations. Your book is not just live on Amazon, but also become a best-selling book on Amazon. How you feeling about the same?
Great, really great. I never thought that it will go in such heights.
Yeah, that's great, sir. That's great. Good to hear that, sir. So, sir, I just want to understand first thing, what inspired you to write this book?
Uh, it, it's mostly from my personal experiences,
Oh,
and uh, I thought of sharing these insights, which I believe uh, it will be of benefit to others. So I thought of writing this book.
okay. Can you share a memorable moment of from your writing journey? What's the memorable?
Mm, uh, okay. Uh, um, One memorable moment I can mention here, when I finally finished the book.
Mhm.
Okay, it took some time to complete the book, of course, and the first draft was completed. That was a moment of immense happiness. Okay,
Oh,
it was after quite a few months, or maybe more than a year, maybe about 2 years of hard work, that I have achieved that stage. It was a feeling of satisfaction and accomplishment.
that's great, sir. That's great. That's great. How long did it takes you to write a book? How long?
It took me approximately 2 years.
Yes.
When I complete the book, from the initial stage of
Mhm.
the initial ideas, from the ideas to the draft, it took 2 years. From the ideas to the first draft, I can say, it took around 2 years.
That's nice, sir. That's nice. Did you face any challenges during writing process? Any, it's a 2 years, such a long time. So I think you faced, many challenges also.
Of course, there were challenges, of course.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a writer's block, you know,
Mhm.
nothing comes out. Don't feel like no idea. It goes blank. And then for finding the right structure of the book, it was a really a task.
Of course, sir.
Those are the things, nothing more than that.
So, may I know who's your target audience for this book?
This the subject of the book is meant for the all the Indians. Not only
Mhm.
cannot. target to a sect of people. No,
Exactly.
it's meant for the all the citizens of India,
Mhm.
and they should be aware of what's happening in India. That's what this book is for.
Yeah, of course, it's a democracy, so yeah, every Indian should watch it, should read this book, of course. That's right, sir.
Yes.
So, can you tell us about your writing process? Anything about your writing? What exactly writing process you face? What things you captured for the because we are living in 2024, so there are democracy challenges. So, what exactly?
So,
How you proceed this?
so Preet, my writing process involves
Mm-hmm.
outlining the story. Okay, then second step is writing a draft,
Mm-hmm.
and then rewriting, revising, continuously, many times, quite a number of times, and then finally reaching the content which I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And I sometimes take a sort of meditation yoga for 2 3 minutes, few minutes, or 5 minutes before the actual writing takes place every day.
Right, right. How did you come up with the title of the book? Like how it's happened?
The title, Sukhpreet, the title is the content itself.
Mm-hmm.
Democracy 2.0.in explains almost everything that is inside the book. What you can see in the book, it is there in the title. It is it is democracy, how it is to be revived. That is, we are going to the first one from democracy 1.0. From there, we have to move towards 2.0. Dot in means India.
Yeah,
As you
that's
can
nice.
see the name of the websites. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's nice. So that's great. So,
Are you satisfied, Sukhpreet?
uh, yeah, yeah, sir. Of course, of course, sir. So, like what was your personal experience about the democracy of India? I'm very curious about to know about the same. What exactly the democracy you faced? What's your personal experience?
Okay. Uh, I am looking for a positive change. I think this book will inspire positive change, spark meaningful conversations among citizens, groups, and eventually the change will take place. That's what I foresee. Perhaps this will be a guide to those who is in need of it.
Yeah. So one of a viewer asked a question for you. His name is Sandeep, and he's
Okay.
asking, how does democracy 2.0 criticize the current stage of Indian democracy in terms of its strengths and weakness?
Can you repeat the question once again? Because
He's asking, how does democracy 2.0 criticize the current stage of Indian democracy in terms of its strengths and weaknesses?
okay, as
Yeah.
you go through the book, we can
Mhm.
we can find weaknesses even without the book. People know 50% of the weaknesses. But
Right.
here in this book, I am putting forth solutions for those problems, which
Mhm.
other writers, it's normally it's not there. So solutions are, when I'm talking of a problem, I have not handled all the problems in India, but whatever problems I am handling, I am giving solutions also. So that will guide them to the right direction.
Mhm. That's nice, sir. That's nice. Did you have any advice for future writers? Did you have any advice for them who's about to go and write
I,
this
my,
book? Or
I myself am writing the first book. I think I am not that grown up to give advice to people who are. Let them do the way they like. Don't give up. Okay. What I suggest is acquire as many, read all those books of that subject which they are planning to write, and acquire as many information as possible, and start writing, and consistently do it. If you are doing it half an hour every day, then do it every day. Do not give up.
Okay, that's nice. So, so you know what this book make impact on world? How this book make impact on our Indian democracy and world?
Okay, I think I have since I have as I have told you, the book gives solutions to problems which we see. So similarly, when there are other new problems, we have a guide to find a solution. So thus, you have to revive things and improve on those things so that we will one day become flawless. That's what I hope.
So one of our viewer asked a question. Her name is Richa. She's asking, could you share some practical examples of how democracy 2.0 improves citizen engagement in discussion marketing processes? I'm audible?
Not clear. One,
Not clear yet?
once again, please. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sure. Could you share some practical examples of how democracy 2.0 improves citizen engagement?
Okay. Citizens engagement, that is the most important thing. Every citizen should feel that I am part of part of this democracy, and he should be in control of the situation. So that feeling, if you can inculcate that feeling within you, that
Mhm.
itself is a sign that our democracy is going to improve.
Yeah, that's right. So one more viewer asked one question from you. Should democracy have its own limitations?
Mm, democracy, no, if it is, of course, there are flaws as we all see. If you can correct those and move forward, this is the best available method of ruling a country.
Okay, okay. So there are any other plans for further projects do you have right now? Or
Uh, you mean this book launching?
yeah, after this book launch, after this book, do you have any further plan or similar project like this?
Oh, okay. Not similar projects, because this was a special case. I may continue writing, but not in this line. This I have completed the job, and it is up to the citizens, the people around, take up the matter and continue with the journey. I may write, but fiction or something else.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So, sir, there are viewers asking questions from you. So, question is, how does democracy improve citizens' engagement?
If you take an example uh, of what you call, for corruption is one of the most important things which I'm talking about in this book.
Right.
So people give bribe and such things to the uh, bureau to the bureaucracy. So people have to stop all these and correct bureaucracy in such a way that it suits the citizens of India.
Okay. Got it. So, There is one more question. How does the media influence public to opinion in a democracy?
Of course, media has a very, very vital part in forming the thoughts of the citizens. You cannot underestimate media. Media plays a very serious role. Nowadays, it goes to social media, you know, as well. So here, what I have seen, it is there in the book. Media is owned or manipulated by the rulers so that they can do whatever they want. So that is also to be managed by the citizens. It is the citizens' duty to see that media is say telling us, giving us the right information, the correct information, not standing for the rulers.
Of course, sir. You are right. You are right. So, sir, there is one more question. There are a lot of questions for you actually. How
All
does
those questions, you can give my email address. They can send those questions to my email. I will definitely answer them.
of course, sir, of course, we would like to see your email like contact details so that people directly contact you and you can give them answers here. So, how does democracy different from other forms of government? This is a question
This
from
book or any
Aruna.
book, this book or any books.
This book, of course, sir, we are talking about this book.
Okay, there are certain corners where there is little light as far as the subject is concerned for the normal common people. So this book sheds light to those areas where common people have not given that importance. So now, after reading the book, they will realize that okay, there are many aspects which we have to handle, we have to see, and these are the problems there, and we have to find solutions. So shedding light to those areas is one of my intentions uh, by this book.
Course, of course, like we have to find the solution for this thing. Like you are right here.
Yes, yes.
There is one more question from Aruna. How do media and freedom of speech contribute to democracy?
Okay, I think this I have answered this question a few
Yeah,
minutes back.
you answered it that we have to aware you media always have to give us the right answers and for everything. You are
Correct,
right
correct.
here. There are many questions coming for you for this
Okay,
because
most of the
democracy
questions they can send to my
according to
my
this
email.
topic, people have questions
Be
for
free
the
to
same.
give my email address so that I can answer those questions.
Of course, sir, of course, I would like to give them your email ID so that they will directly contact you. We have displayed sir's email ID and contact details in below. People can
Yes.
contact you directly. Guys, please contact them directly so that you will get your all answers from him direct over.
Okay.
So I am very curious about to understand what in the democracy there are a lot of things we are still struggling with the democracy, right? So what's your thought? How these things come out. You are going to write about democracy 2.0 in.
Okay. Democracy, as everyone knows, it is the citizens' job, or it is the citizens' duty to see that democracy is running well. Here, it is the citizens take a back seat and leave it to the politicians to handle it. This has to be stopped. Citizens are the owners of even the politicians. So taxpayers are running the country, not the politicians. And this feeling everyone has to imbibe so that things will be put all right.
Right.
Everyone has to feel that okay, when I'm making a building for me or a house for me, uh, I will I will see that it is done properly. Similarly, when the country is made, people have to strictly see that it is done properly. So now it is their duty. They have to have a feeling that it is their own property, their own country. It all belongs to us. So if you have that feeling, people will look into all these aspects, and things will be all right, set all right.
Of course, sir, of course, right.
Okay.
So, sir, there is one more comment for you. People wants to know about your book. People wants to know about more about your book. What
Okay.
is
So
inside?
most of my life I have lived in Gulf countries. Okay, I was in one of the oil companies in Abu Dhabi at NOC.
Mhm.
It was fine there. A few years back, I returned because I lost my mother.
I'm sorry
My
to hear
father, I have lost years back. So since my mother left, I am here in India all the time. Then when I was once I was traveling by bus to the next city, I noticed those hoardings in which names of the MLAs were written on those bus stops. That was the first trigger for this book. Why the
Oh,
names of those people? It is not coming from their family. It's not their private property. And why they are advertising themselves? That is from there it started. It all that started.
oh, okay, that's nice. So,
I
sir,
have
as
mentioned
you
this in the book itself.
exactly, sir. So, sir, as you told me, you just came back India after a few years back, right? A few years
Yeah.
back, just came back. So, how Indian democracy is different from other countries' democracy?
Here, of course, we are enjoying freedom. There, of course, there is freedom. Uh, freedom limited. Here, we have freedom unlimited. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's right. So like how you can means how you can differentiate it that over there is freedom is limited and here is unlimited. I just want to understand this.
Okay. Freedom unlimited means there, about freedom itself, there is a saying that it stops at your nose tip. Okay, you are free to do whatever you want till here only, not beyond that. Here, everyone is playing with others, others' area, and there is no control. They they do not control themselves. They do not know how much. What is the limit of this? My freedom. My freedom stops at your tip of your nose. Uh, there, it is like that, and everyone follows the rules, and here nobody cares of the rules. Even for bikers, people who are going on bike, do they use helmets on their own? Until they find a policeman over there, they just stop here and take the helmet and put it on.
Mhm, right.
Have you noticed?
That's it.
Everyone knows it is like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yes.
It is
So
for the rules'
one
sake we are doing those things. We are following the rules only for the rules' sake, not for your own sake.
right, sir, right.
A
I agree. I
responsible
agree.
citizen should not do so. A responsible citizen should behave otherwise.
Mhm. Of course, sir. Of course, I agree with you. For this point, of course, when we see policemen, then only we wear seat belts and we wear helmets on her.
Correct, correct, correct.
That's right. That's right. So one of a viewer asking a question nowadays democracy is misses in the terms and its objective of independence. So sir, is democracy too based on practical and real life based book? He's asking like this book is real life based.
Yes, yes, of course. Because, as I have, well, from the beginning, I have mentioned it is from my experience in this past 5 years which I have spent here. Uh, things which is things which are not going according to the rules and regulations, the democracy which we have, our forefathers, earlier, people, great men, have envisaged democracy not this way.
Right.
Things are not writing in that direction, so that inspired me to write such a book. It's on my own personal experience, most of the things, not most of the, all the things I can say.
Okay. So what is? I just want to understand what was your experience from last 5 years, because you said you're noticing things from last 5 years. So I just want to understand what was your experiences.
Experience, of course, good and bad. Eh, People, if they love the country, what I would say is, if they really love the country, uh, they should understand seriously that they are responsible for what is going on around.
Right.
When something goes wrong, when something some injustice is happening somewhere, not somewhere in front of his eyes, people are just standing still and watching it. Sometimes they are making mobile photos of those things. They are not reacting. If they are real citizens, if suppose if it is happening to your wife or your sister, how you will react? So such a mentality is lacking. So people should change.
Right, right. I agree with you. So that's right. So one of viewer asked, there is a question. In a world where democracy 2.0 is a reality, what's the funniest change we see in daily life? I think there is some network issue from Perumal's end. So, today we learn about a lot about democracy. Okay. So we are giving you book link in below comment section. Please go and buy this book and please see how democracy works from his real life experiences. So thank you so much guys joining us. Please do like and subscribe. Thank you. Good evening. Bye bye.